welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. Excuse me. So, some people, as we get a little older, have to do something. And we kind of figure out what we can do, and we always try to sway in the direction of how can we help others. With me is Karen Cartwright,
Yes,
and you're with Family Meals.
yes.
Okay, so let's start with this. What is Family Meals?
Family Meals is a grassroots organization that we get referrals of names of families that are struggling financially for one reason or another. And we offer them the ingredients, uncooked ingredients, for a family meal for a holiday. We do Thanksgiving, we do Easter. We do those regularly, but sometimes we'll do a summer, or we did Mother's Day last year. And what we do is we get that information from them, their contact information, and we have teams of drivers that will deliver those ingredients to the families in their homes. Or if they don't want us to do that, then we can meet them somewhere. Main thing being protecting the dignity of the people, because sometimes, there are people that they're not going to go stand in line, especially at Thanksgiving. You say, oh, well, you can go here. They're giving out food, and they don't want to do that.
So basically, you're going to deliver a turkey and potatoes and some canned goods so that they have a meal. But
Yes.
as cool as that sounded, it was the other part of what you do that really hits home, and that's you're trying to get families to eat together and spend time together.
Yes. What we do is we also send information, excuse me, about our organization. We are not affiliated with any faith, but there is a prayer in there, but it's optional whether anybody wants to use it. But we put in the benefits of families eating together, how, just building camaraderie, relationships, rapport within the family, the bonding.
Get off that device.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Put that stuff aside
Right.
and look someone in the eye. To help them do that, we'd also give conversation starters.
Oh.
Things, open-ended questions, such as if you won $500, what would you spend it on? One that I really like is, if you were in a food fight, what 3 foods would you choose to start throwing? And that just,
What did you choose?
I think mashed potatoes are always a given.
Uh,
I like pasta with sauce
Right.
because that's nice and sticky.
and zany.
And then possibly something, this is mean, but something hard like peanuts or something.
And I have to say that those exercises are always so cool because we don't do any of that anymore. Everything is done for us. I have a gentleman I was in, and he has a school called Acton Academy. And he was at a networking event, and he was the presenter. And he presented this scenario. He presented, if you were CEO of a company and you had a daughter who was going in for recital, and you told her, I'm coming to the recital, I'll never miss it, nothing can make me miss it. Your biggest client calls you up and says, we had a fire, you need to be here. Would you go to the client or would you go to the recital?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
Right.
And there's so many things that play into that for individuals as which way they would go.
And the scenario was, if I said I would go to my daughter's thing, others disagreed with me. So you got to disagree and talk it out. And then he threw in the fact that, all right, so you say you're going to go to the recital. Now you have to fire people because you lost your biggest client. And one of the people you're going to fire is going to be at the recital. How do you do that? And the philosophy is really, and it's always going to be in my mind, that my daughter will always be my daughter. If someone offers this employee $1.50 more an hour, he's gone. So it's
true.
always about family first. But those exercises are kind of cool, and they keep people thinking.
Right.
Okay, as silly as if you were in a food fight, what would you choose? It keeps people thinking, because you're going to say mashed potatoes, and as soon as you said that, because I knew that was in my mind, I said, yeah, that's very basic. How about mashed sweet potatoes?
Oh,
Okay.
they'll taste better.
Yeah. So you kind of, or cake.
Ooh.
Okay, so it kind of makes you think, and it's not an argument or a disagreement. It's kind of a conversation. Okay,
Right.
and you say a conversation starter. So, as an organization that's out there to help, what do you guys look for, donation wise, or what are you guys looking for from people?
As far as helping us
Yeah.
to do this job, one of the things, we have a couple fundraisers and we have sponsors for those. It is a bingo, black tie, blue jeans and bingo auction, silent auction. Actually, that was just last weekend.
I saw that.
And they're so much fun. They're really a lot of fun. And my husband won something. He won a bingo game. But it's,
Was he black tie? Dressed in a black tie?
he didn't have a black tie. No, most people are in the jeans and the cowboy boots and whatnot. So
Okay.
it's a mix. You can wear whatever, but they're always a lot of fun. So we do that. We have a celebrity bartender event. It's the Wednesday of Veterans Day every year. And it's just local celebrities that come and they're bartenders and they raise tips throughout the year and then that goes to us. And that's basically, a lot of that goes towards buying turkeys for Thanksgiving and the other food. We do raffles. Food drives are a big thing because we have a set menu that we use.
Right.
But then we also do the food drives because so many of the families need more than just that one dinner. So if we can give them cereal, peanut butter, pasta.
And you
know,
brought that
other
up. The
things.
cereal you brought up
Yes.
because you did a breakfast thing or a cereal challenge.
What we did is Watercrest in St. Lucie West retirement area contacted us, or we had found out that they wanted to do a cereal box domino challenge to see how many they could get. I guess it was something that was popular last year. So we said, yeah, we'll do it. They were hoping to maybe get about 600 boxes. We ended up with over 900.
Wow.
And it was amazing. And it was just really cool. I am just so happy I didn't have to set them up
I was just
because
gonna
I
ask
know
you.
I would have knocked them down. We came close a few times just being there.
So but they set them up.
They set them up. They were snaking all throughout the room and out onto the back patio.
Okay, and they knocked them down.
They knocked them down.
Did they all go down?
They all went down. A number of people kind of ran along with it so they
Right.
could record it. But it was a lot of fun. All the residents came out and they were sitting and watching and
That is such
enjoyed
a
it.
cool idea.
It was really neat. It was a lot of fun. And then we decided, because we wanted to do something for spring, that we had all this cereal. Let's go ahead. And I thought it'd be great if we could give them milk. But I thought you can't do that. So we ended up getting powdered milk.
Right.
That stuff is really good. I was like, I never had this. Let me try it. And we ended up giving cereal with the milk, and we had fresh produce that was donated. R.C. Hatton Farms very generously donated some vegetables to us. And we had purchased other food, and they got a lot of breakfast items, fresh fruit and vegetables, and then canned non-perishable
And I
items.
guess canned is a year-round thing. Meaning, if someone says, "Hey, I have 50 cans of yams,"
Yes.
and you can take them.
Yes.
And you would take them.
Yes.
And again, some of that stuff you give out because it's used year-round, and there are a lot of people that are having a hard time.
And the thing is, because we started the tail end of that 2008, 2009 meltdown with the housing, and I was one of the callers in the very beginning when we started this in 2012, and just talking to a number of the families, they were just saying, we're in foreclosure, we don't know how long we'll be in our house. They were really, really struggling, having a tough time, living paycheck to paycheck, and trying to make a house payment. So it was very difficult for a lot of them, and they were very thankful. One woman even said, oh, that'd be great. We haven't eaten meat in a week. We haven't been able to afford meat. So everyone is
You're not
very
alone.
thankful. Everyone, I've looked at the store recently. I'm like, no, we're not having that.
Right. It's like, steakhouses are charging $60 plus for a steak. I would rather buy it and make it at my house where it's better, okay? And then it's only $30. But it's very difficult today for some families to get by.
It is.
And that is a blessing that you're able to help. How many Thanksgiving that passed last year? How many families did you feed? Do you remember?
I think it was close to 700 it ended up.
Wow.
Because what we do is sometimes, and I'm sure you're aware of this because my own family, you have families living together. It might be the parents, and then their children are living there,
Yeah, you can't
and
get
then
rid of the
the
kids once you get
grandkids. No, they can't afford the
Right,
rent
right.
or a house. I mean, I have one son that he's living with his in-laws, with his wife and daughter, because to buy just a basic house is over $500,000 where they are, and they just can't do it.
It's like, and I read, if you can't afford, come home. If you're having a problem, come home. If there's an issue and you need help, come home.
Yes.
And that goes throughout the years. I mean, as long as I've been. But now it's so much more relative because you can't buy feeding a family is brutal. I mean, I am blessed. I made it this far and things are good. I can't complain. And I think my blessing is that I help so many other people because I think that's what we're put here for.
Yes.
Not about, because how many cars do you need? People say to me, 'cause I most of the time drive my beater car, which is out the front. It's a 2003 Avalon. It's got dents and scratches, but it gets me here at the same time as a Mercedes. Why would I not want to take that extra money and help a family? So for what you guys do, it's just a blessing that you can do that. And we're going to run out of time, but how did this all start? Who started this?
Martha Taylor is the founder and president, and her husband have been very generous and active in the community, and she actually overheard coworkers talking about financial problems. And she said, you know what, we do so much, let's actually help the people that are working full time and they're still having problems. And it might be because maybe something medical came up,
You never
divorce, the car bill of $1,000, whatever you need to get fixed. So we're targeting those working poor, the people that are trying, they don't qualify for assistance or it's minimal what they do get, and they just, their rent just shot up $600 a month. So we try to target them because they fall between the cracks.
Yep.
And they're the ones that aren't going to ask for help for the most part.
Right, because they're used to doing it and want to be able to do it and have some pride in it. Right. Life turns on a dime. I've been on my deathbed 3 times. And you never realize when things are going smooth that it could come to a quick halt. And then you don't know what to do. So agencies like yours, which help, are such a blessing, because I'm going to guess out of the 700 or 900 people that you helped for Thanksgiving last year, I would say more than half probably would have not had a Thanksgiving meal of any kind.
Right.
And I'm on Martin County leadership, and there's an education section, and so many people in Martin County, which is an upscale county, a major percentage of the kids that don't have meals every day.
Right.
And that's really, really tough for me to think of kids not eating. Okay?
Yes.
Because we didn't have that. We went in the refrigerator, we took what we wanted. If we didn't finish it, we threw it out. We didn't care. Things were affordable back then, even though our parents made less. But it's so difficult today for some of these kids and parents not to be able to feed your kid. And they talk about seniors not being able to get their meds. It's a choice of food or medicine. What do you use your money for? It's a horrible, horrible situation. Do you have a website?
Yes. You can go to familymealsinc.org.
Okay, and a phone number?
772-210-0900. I almost gave you my phone number.
People have done that. I want to thank you so much for coming on. I want to thank you for what you did.
You.
Everybody, check them out. Give back. It'll make you feel great. Have a great day, and we'll be right back.